hands and in his feet. The holes in Jesus bleed each time we sin. I don't think people realize that, because I didn't. When I was deep in sin, I didn't realize I was basically nailing Jesus back to the cross. And if you know anything about the Passion of the Christ, if you know anything about the Bible, if you know anything about Jesus' story of how he was crucified, you'll understand how painful that is. And God gets tired of seeing his son being nailed to the cross every waking moment, because our human nature is so sinful. Our flesh desires to sin. Our flesh desires to follow the will of its own sinful, selfish nature. We get so caught up in appearances and things and all this worldly stuff that doesn't even matter, because once we leave this earth, y'all know that we can't take anything with us, but once we leave this earth, what gets it? What becomes of our things that we leave behind? Oh yeah, somebody else might get it, or may be eaten up, or may rust, or be eaten up by the moths, or return to rust, or just completely just go to somebody else that you don't even know who's even going to be the new owner of your stuff. At the end of the day, we shouldn't be worried about things of this world. And I know it's easier said than done. I know we want to have nice things, and there's nothing wrong with having nice things. But if we're so infatuated with this world, if we're so infatuated with sin, cursing people out because they made us mad, saying crazy things about somebody or to somebody because of how they made you feel, when in all actuality, what we do on this earth is solely meant to help our fellow brothers and sisters. And it's also to show God that we want to live for him. Because in an eternity scope, if we don't focus on where we're going, which is to be with God for all eternity, we'll end up in hell, burning for all of eternity. Hell is a real place. I don't care what anybody wants to tell you. Hell is a real place. It exists just as much as heaven exists. The path to heaven is narrow, but the road to hell is broad. Why is that? Because the enemy wants us to sin. The enemy wants us to turn away from God. God puts us here with the purpose of helping each other and live and spreading the gospel. Nowhere in the Bible does it tell you to curse your fellow brother or sister. That's not spreading the gospel. We're supposed to spread the good news, not the bad news. So if we're out here cussing each other out, and again, I was guilty of it. If I was out here cussing people out and I wasn't proclaiming Christ or anything, I didn't have a walk back then, but I still yearned for God.